Happy New Year.
23 is done.
Fucking dead.
Done.
I'm not
Fuck
supposed
this
to say.
year. Just
Are we
kidding.
supposed to say the F word in like the first like 30 seconds of the podcast?
Well, that's over with.
Well, I think we've already
I think we
fucked
just
up
got it out of
our
the way.
last like
I think
our
we just
first,
got it
like,
out of the
10
way.
podcasts anyways.
Yeah,
So
it's all right. We'll get
at this point it's a learning curve, so it doesn't matter.
I've only done like 550.
Yeah, exactly. It's a learning curve for me.
Yeah.
You at this point, you're halfway through your 10,000 hours, you know.
Still
You'll
learning.
almost be an
We're
expert.
always learning.
Well, that's the point. You're always learning. You're always getting
Cheers,
better.
everybody. Salute.
Dilly.
Dilly. That's that Bud Light one, huh? 2023 was all fucking weird.
2023 was fucked
Bud
up.
Light got all fucked up.
Yeah, which is fucking funny because
It's because they had Dilly.
they had Dilly. They always had the best
They had
commercials.
the best ones.
And now they're always like,
Did they put
we
those
actually do
horses
care.
down yet, or what? They just
I
get
don't
rid of the
know.
Clydesdales after this?
Well, that's just Budweiser. That wasn't Bud Light.
I mean, it's all owned by the same company.
Well, yeah, but I mean, those are the Budweiser.
So I
horses.
presume that they shot them and turned them into glue.
Probably, or more Bud Light.
Is that what Bud Light's made out of?
Well, they probably didn't turn them into more
Horse
Bud Light because
lips?
they weren't selling any of it, so there's no reason to like make more of it.
Sorry, little
Huge horses.
huge horses.
I've actually been to so SeaWorld's owned by Anheuser-Busch.
Busch Gardens.
Yeah, Busch Gardens. I went to Busch Gardens in man, where was that?
I went there in
Somewhere in
Williamsburg,
California, I forget.
Virginia. I
Long
went to
time
that
ago.
one. Okay.
And they had this like
Clydesdales.
Clydesdale like pen, basically. We go see them.
Like a dog
Those
kennel. for-
motherfuckers are so
Clydesdales.
fucking huge. They're the biggest horses in the world. I don't know if they're the biggest horses in the world,
I think there's bigger ones.
but they're gigantic.
There's only a couple.
They're
like-
gigantic.
Yeah.
They were so huge. It was cool. They're pretty impressive.
I saw those when I was a kid.
And dicks for days. Their dicks are humongous, like dragging on the ground underneath them, which can't be comfortable.
It's kind of like a tail then.
It's like
It's a dick tail.
it's a detail.
Detail.
A detail.
Dick tail.
Maybe that's where the word came from.
Maybe it's a dictate.
A dictate.
I don't know.
I don't know. Dictate doesn't make any sense.
It's a weird
but-
way to start off a show.
Well, dicks.
Do we even know
I
we
feel
were
like
starting?
horse dicks is the
I'm not
perfect
really
way
sure.
Horse dicks it just makes sense to talk about first. First thing.
First and
Right off
foremost.
the bat, to get out of the way.
Try to think of the biggest animal in the world, like the animal with the biggest dick in the world.
Blue whales.
Got to be, right?
Well, I mean, it absolutely has to be because that's
Are
the biggest
those, like,
animal.
Sharks where they have claspers.
Oh, I have no idea. How do
Blue
whales fuck? Oh, how do whales in general fuck?
I don't know, but I know dolphins will straight up rape a person.
Well, that's true. But I wonder if whales, because if a whale sees, because there's like 1,000 whales out there,
There's
thousands of whales.
probably 1,000.
So I wonder if like a blue whale sees a gray whale, they're like, fuck that, I'm gonna rape that fucking whale.
right?
Like, is there rail rape out there? There's like blue whales, just like they're way bigger. They can take advantage of any whale. Honestly, the other whales probably should
Aren't
address
the
that
blue
way.
whales one?
It's probably the other whale's
dead?
fault, honestly.
Are blue whales dead? That was gray whales or something like that.
Blue whales are out there. Gray whales are out there. They're all out
But I
there.
thought the blue ones aren't the blue ones the big square ones?
I don't know if there's any square whales.
There were back in the day. You don't remember this?
Square whales.
Square whales.
You're probably thinking like of some video game or some movie.
Dude, no, I'm
I
fucking
never heard
telling
of
you.
square whale. How does a square whale like swim?
Hang on a second. I gotta find this real quick because no, I don't understand it either. But you don't remember from Jesus Christ, you're too young. Blue
Well, you're 1,000 years older than me.
way. How do you spell whale? Whale
Come on, old man.
square. All right, hang on a second.
It was
Back
like
in the day,
Minecraft
the
or
drawing. I
something?
don't know. Blue whales probably are still alive.
Yeah,
What
they
was
are
the
definitely still alive.
Square whale. What was the fucking one that's extinct? Square.
Square whale, I guess. I never heard of that. It's probably
Whale.
still around when you were a kid.
It was the biggest whale on
And
the
now they're-
planet.
Blue whale's been the biggest whale on the planet forever.
Blue whale. I'm telling you, they were there.
Oh God.
Nope, hang on a second.
He's showing me a picture from like a cartoon of a whale. That's
No, I
made out
swear
of
to God, there was
square.
one that was fucking what whale's
Oh
extinct?
Jesus! Probably tons of whales. I have no idea.
Now it's just gonna piss me off. There was a whale that went extinct. Extinct whale. Extinct whale.
Whale, yeah, extinct quails.
Colossus, which was between 55 and 66 feet long.
Well,
Sure.
obviously, there's like a bunch of extinct whales.
I'm just trying. Dude, there was one. I'm telling you, extinct whale species.
No idea.
Damn it. Which is the whale that the dude that they made the fucking nursery rhyme or whatever it was.
Jonah?
Moby Dick. Which
Moby
one was
Dick.
that? Was that a
white
blue whale?
Just a white whale, it all says. Probably a sperm whale, because that's the funniest name. Who the fuck names a whale out of...
I don't know. There was another whale that was square.
So Adam was in the Garden of Eden. He's like, I name you a blue whale. I name you a gray whale.
Maybe it was just...
I name you a sperm whale. Then he just laughs, and Eve was like, dude, really? He's like, I've already said it.
Sorry, guys.
God wrote it down in the book. It's good. Like, it's hilarious. That's like the ultimate like joke for Adam too. He's like, I'm gonna name that one a sperm whale. Guarantee it's hilarious. It's like an inside joke, forever. It's been like,
is there an egg whale?
An egg whale?
Equal rights. Egg,
well, yeah, of course. But
sperm.
Eve didn't name shit, obviously.
Yeah. She was probably busy making apple pies or something.
Yeah, with the wrong apples, apparently.
Sorry, Adam.
Well, the way it
Sorry,
is.
Adam.
Can you imagine if she made a whole pie of that, though? Probably would have been way better than just a bite. Because, like, you take one little bite of the apple, you're like, oh,
little cinnamon
that's
in
super
there.
good. And you're like, now all of humanity is damned for the rest of eternity. And then you're like, well, fuck, what if I got like a pie out of it? At least that would be like worth it. Like
a whole, at least a slice of pie with some whipped cream.
Yeah,
whipped
slice
cream
of
back
pie,
then?
a nice piece of melted cheddar cheese on top of it.
Why would you do that? Is that
Are you telling me you've never had cheddar cheese on top of an apple pie?
I'm not a very sophisticated man, Peter.
No shit.
Like, I don't even know why you would do that. Like, who's the dumbass that was like,
have you ever had savory and sweet?
Not at the same, well, yes, but not on a piece of apple. My wife doesn't like cooked apples. She doesn't like cooked fucking fruit.
Apple pies with cheddar cheese. Try it. Wait till next Halloween, because or not Halloween, but I mean,
yeah, you're
next,
gonna have to make it. Beth's never gonna
Thanksgiving, because it's a whole year away now. But
Beth's the closest thing she comes to any sort of fruit pie, meaning like cherry, strawberry, whatever, pumpkins. Oh, pumpkin.
Yeah.
Is pumpkin or chocolate pecan, and that's all she makes.
Yeah,
those are her two jams, or peanut butter.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? Those are her two things. That's it. Nothing fucking else.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get anything.
Well, you're allergic to everything.
No, I'm allergic to nuts.
Oh, well, she makes pecan pie.
Shit.
So she makes 2 pies. You're 50% allergic to everything she makes.
I'm fucked, right?
So basically, half it's gonna kill you, half it's probably not. But it's not a guarantee, because it is Beth making it for you. Not that she's a bad cook, but because you never know if your
I always laugh.
It's gonna kill you.
There's this clip that Christina P has from her Christina P and Tom Segura, right?
Oh yeah,
like his wife.
Yeah.
From her stand-up where she's making fun of people that have allergies.
Yeah.
And how like people back in the day didn't have allergies. Yeah. Like
so they would just randomly die from fucking peanuts.
Or wheat, as she says.
Dude, nobody was allergic to wheat until like 20 years. No, not even.
Until like
15 years ago. Yeah, maybe 10 years ago. Like nobody's allergic to wheat until like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's a made up bullshit thing.
Allergy.
Just like gluten. Gluten's not a thing.
That's the same thing.
Just keep your IBS.
Wheat allergy and a gluten allergy are the same thing.
Or are they?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I'm not a fucking medical doctor.
Dumb. No offense.
It's fine. I'm not a medical doctor.
You're just really, really stupid, but no offense.
Totally okay.
Yeah.
I'm not the one with the mullet.
Oh yeah, you see this, guys? I don't know if how well you can see this.
It's coming in.
Sides, cut down finally.
Coming in.
This is actually the longest I've had it for probably ever, actually.
Yeah. You gonna grow out the top super long?
Well, I was thinking about a knot at first, but then when I got my haircut a couple days ago.
24 goals, dude.
Dude, 2020. I'm not gonna cut the top at all. Top and back.
That should be your resolution.
Well, that brings us into the first thing.
Exactly.
Resolutions. So my first resolution is I'm not gonna cut the top and side. So the top and the back, I'm not gonna cut. Only the sides. I'm gonna come into like next year's New Year's show
next year
with a straight up awesome mullet. I mean, I've already have a mullet now, as you can all tell.
It's a mullet enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what's called a modern mullet, is what sports.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they call it that.
There's actually a fucking.
Yeah.
You went to Sports Clip and got that haircut.
I only go to the best.
I mean, I understand. I could do that in my garage.
I mean, you haven't gone to a barber in a long time, I think. I feel like.
I cut my own hair.
Your specific style of haircut's easily done at home.
I cut my own hair.
Yeah, he told me the other day he's doing a haircut, and I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, a haircut or just like you shaving?
So it's kind of fucked up when I do my haircut, right? I mean, it's a lot of work. It really is. To like cut all this down, because I turn into a Q-tip, basically, right? Like everything goes because there's no such thing as styling this. So I clip it, and it's all this work. And when I sweep it up, it's a pile about the size of $50. And I'm like,
so once you get one of those little, like, they make
that's
these
including trimming my beard.
They make these bald guy razors that you put on your hand. You just go,
see, I don't want it that close. I like having a little bit, because I do have a little bit.
Oh, so you actually do like a little bit of hair there.
Just a little. I don't want to be
really okay.
Dude,
I didn't
okay, so
realize
look at
that.
the light.
That's on purpose.
Like it shines too much.
I
if
used to
it's
assume
too
I
short.
always see you the couple days after you shaved your head.
Yeah.
I mean, as many times I've seen you, I just always assumed I've just seen you a couple days
No,
after.
it's just not naturally completely bald. I've got a little bit. And the fucked up
look
part
at
is like
that.
I'll have one that grows like right
She's like
here.
a major widow's
And
peak.
this bitch will be like that. Right? And I'm like,
Yeah, damn.
gotta stay on top of that shit.
Yeah.
So 2024, I was actually debating. I was like, Beth's been trying to get me to grow a mullet. It's just not gonna come out right.
Are you gonna grow a skullet?
Is that what it is? It's just the
Fuck
back
yeah.
of your head?
So you're gonna grow everything else, and you're gonna keep the bald part up front. Keep it bald.
Because there's no option.
So yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
it's literally like
So you're gonna grow everything else out. You're gonna do a fucking skullet. So 2024.
no, I'm not doing a skullet.
2024
But I was
New Year's
like,
episode.
I will get
or
Rogaine.
End of the new year.
But how long? See, like a haircut resolution can last forever. Like that's
I mean,
pretty straight.
literally, it's just me like not giving into being like how much I fucking hate long hair, and then
Right.
you know, and
See,
getting a
me,
haircut.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do Rogaine. I'm not really doing Rogaine. I'd be
I
like,
was this close to getting you Rogan for Christmas.
I'd be like 1 week, and I'm like, this is too much time.
yeah,
Like, I don't need to do this. I don't need all this fuck. Because chances are it'll fall off and land on my shoulders. And I'll also have a hairier back than I
would
already
really.
do. I'm French as shit,
It's
man.
actually
I
really
got
funny.
hair. I got hair. In all the wrong spots.
Yeah, so the carpets.
I got
do not,
hairy toes.
the carpets do not match the drapes.
No. It's like fucking, it's like a Furby down there.
All right,
Like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yep.
I got the Manscaped stuff though.
Oh, good. You got the lawnmower
you got-
4.0.
I don't have, no, I've got like the 2
You got the
or whatever.
2.0.
Yeah.
You got the one.
I
Like
got the
6
one that
years
still
ago.
works. Yeah.
Yeah,
It still works, dude. I'm
I got
believing.
the. I think I got the. I actually think I got the 4.0, and then I got the little nose thing.
I've got that.
Dude, they fucking suck. I've never had a nose like trimmer that actually works well. Never.
My Manscaped one doesn't work very well.
No, it sucks.
But
But
I have
it makes all kind of noises like it's working, but then you pull it out and you're like,
It's still
it looks
there.
exactly the same.
So I
What's the
have one
point?
that's like a grocery store. Sorry if we're getting into some weird Manscaped. But I have one that I bought at like the grocery store, and I was like, I've had like multiples
Yeah.
and an ear hair too. Gotta get that out of there.
I'm not that old yet. I don't have to worry about it yet.
You just don't look at your ears because your beard hair hangs over.
That's a good point.
That's why. No, but I had one. It was just like a $20 fucking nose, and that thing you can
Way better.
know it's working.
Yeah, way better.
It's literally like blades just fucking
You're
spinning.
like, please don't hit the side.
That's exactly what it is. Like, and it do that thing,
yeah.
and it was like $20. So just go
I
to
mean,
the grocery store,
I'll
get one of those
just
wall
invest
ones,
in one of those ones instead.
just the cheap ones.
Yeah.
Because Beth got me the Manscaped one. Sorry,
I was driving
Manscaped.
down the road and Jack was
Clippers
my
are great.
passenger, and he's like, Peter, can I tell you something that may come across as rude, but I gotta tell you, I was like, of course, dude, tell me whatever you want. He's like, you really need a nose waxing. I was like,
I've never
"Shit."
done that.
Oh, you never done nose waxing? Oh,
No.
dude, it is the best because like you'll sit there and it's like
I've seen
you
video and they
gotta
put
go
up
to
the
like
plugs up there.
a bougie barber, but you go in and you just go and you don't go for a haircut. You be like, hey, I want nose waxing. You go in there,
Nose
they
and
dump the
ear.
wax up there, then you let it sit for like I don't
Until
know,
it
a minute
hardens or
two.
whatever, and then
they put a
they
little thing over your mustache to make sure you don't get there, and they'll pull that fucker out, and holy shit, it
You see
hurts
stars.
for like a second. But then you can breathe better than you've ever breathed in your whole life. It's awesome.
Because it's getting the hairs are connected to your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
You also lose brain cells while you do it.
Well, I lose enough brain cells every day, anyways, so I'm okay with that.
Just saying.
But yes, 100%. So
I don't know. The ear ones, the ear hairs drives me crazy. Like I can trim up my nose pretty
yeah.
I can get in there and I do that, right? Even it's just part
Yeah.
of life. You kids out there that don't have nose hairs yet, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's 2023. What a fucking year, huh?
It's been a fucking year.
Dude, it was nuts. We started a brand new show.
Yep.
Baldy
Baldy
Big
Big
Guy,
Guy.
brand spanking new this year. We're about, I don't know, seven
episodes.
something like that.
We've done a bunch of others, but we just kept them they're in the back.
Yeah, they're in reserve
bonus
for when we need them.
episodes.
So if I'm out of town, if he's out of town, we can't do an episode. We have an extra one to
And they were also
throw out
our starter pack.
Exactly. They're kind of like
He didn't know how to do podcasts. He
I
didn't
do
know how to
not know
talk
how to
on a
podcast. I'm horrible at talking. I'm a behind the camera kind of guy. So
You're getting better though.
yeah, I'm learning how to talk. I need to like
I'm not
enunciate my
saying
words
I'm any
better.
good either, though. I'm just
I need
saying
to, like-
I've done it a lot.
Take some speech therapy classes maybe because I fucking suck at speaking.
Most of us do.
Yeah. So
And then you put like 5 beers in me, and I turn into a full on fucking retard.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you put one beer in you, and you actually you're recharged before any beers. Actually,
Stop it.
just kidding. No,
Just
I'm
kidding.
actually not kidding. But anyway,
It's all good though. But yeah, 2023 has been great. It was a weird year, like good for us, great for you for your side hustles. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for me for my regular time work for Beth and I and our other podcasts that we do. We do Bars Open with Beth and Greg, and we also have the Castro Files, which is a little smaller than we'd like, but we have fun with it. That's the only when you start a podcast, you better fucking have fun doing it.
That's the point. You have to have fun, because if it doesn't like pay off,
take off, blow up,
take off, whatever, it doesn't do its thing.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have this idea of like, oh, what's the point of it? What's it all for?
Just have fun, drink some beers, or don't drink beers. Just find something you like to talk about. Find someone you like to
whatever. Like it's whatever.
Smoke meat, not meth.
Or smoke whatever you want.
Grill your ass offs.
Yeah. Or family seasoning.
My family seasoning. That's not theirs. That's not their catchphrase.
Why not? But that's our. Anyway.
It's all good. My family seasoning. 20% off these bars.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Until we get one for ours. Yeah.
Until we go one for ours.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love the grill your ass off guys.
Oh, absolutely. I've talked to him multiple times. I met him over at JT's house. It's they're great guys.
Great guys.
Yeah.
Smoke meat, not meth.
Oh,
don't smoke meth on your podcast.
Okay. No.
Unless you're Hunter Biden, which we saw more goddamn photos and videos and shit from the laptop this year than
Jesus.
Remember that laptop that didn't exist that Matt Gaetz has a copy of? Like the
that apparently is completely real.
Oh, it's absolutely real.
Yeah,
it's been a weird year, right?
Oh, well, did you see the fact that they're so in January they're releasing the whole list,
170 people or something like that,
Epstein Island. But the problem is,
there's no way.
Think about the fact of this.
No
how many years has the government had this list now?
It's been 7 years, 6 years, something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least
because when did Epstein kill himself?
Like 2 or 3 years ago, probably.
Like 5 years ago at this point, right?
I think it was like 3 years ago. Okay, but I could be wrong.
But Ghislaine,
let's just say 3 years ago.
Jizzy Pants is in like minimum security.
Even a year, okay?
Right.
So the government's had this list for however long.
Wonder why.
You think for a second they're going to be like, okay, we have the list, we know everybody's on it, and also now we're going to give you the list. If that hasn't been changed, however they want, they're just going to leave off whatever names they want.
Mean doctor? Even if they're going to doctor something. No, you were in the Marines. They didn't do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
They didn't do make.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it look however they want. They're gonna put in whatever questionable names they're to make everybody like ooh ah.
Who do you think? Who? Okay, random like
actors.
We know all the act. Like yeah,
they're gonna throw some actors on, but they're not gonna put anybody like important on there. They're not gonna put some. Not that it's some like fucking politicians important by any means.
Ginsburg was on there. RBG?
I hope so.
She probably was.
Yeah, she was definitely fucking some kids. Yeah. Like it was RGB.
Allegedly.
She was definitely allegedly fucking
come
some
after
kids.
us, allegedly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, they might throw some like celebrities on there because who gives a fuck? But they're not gonna throw any like, not that a politician is important.
Everything is alleged for this whole segment of alleged.
But you think they're gonna put like, okay, if fucking I don't know, fuck some politician, I don't fucking know, like Lindsey Graham. Just say he's on the list. He sees the list. He's gonna be like, sure, let's go ahead and release the list. Fuck no, he's gonna be like, take that one off. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I'm literally conscientiously going.
They're not gonna fucking like be like, oh, let's release the list. They're gonna be like, take my fucking name off, add some other name because it doesn't make it. You know what I mean?
Lindsey Graham.
It's not gonna be fucking real. I'm not even saying Lindsey Graham. That's just something.
Lady Graham.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I just assumed his proverbs.
His proverbs, his pronouns.
Whatever. I sucked at English.
Yeah, you do suck at English.
Literally. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
You literally
he's
suck
into
at
I think he's into the Lady Boys.
Or the Boys. He might be in the Lady Boys.
One of those.
Or Boys of some kind, yeah.
So allegedly, I don't know. Maybe they can get them out of Epstein Island. You know, they sold Epstein Island for like $25 million to some Saudi Arabia guy or something like that.
I saw that.
God damn it, I would have bought that.
Anyway, the point is that this list comes out in January. Oh, yeah. Not fucking real. I don't give a fuck.
Don't think so?
No, it might be somewhat real. It's not going to be real.
Okay. I agree with you. It's going to be doctored.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. I just remember like that's a 2023
No, it does.
thing.
That's a 2023 thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Or it's going to be happening in January, which is fucking nuts.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. What else? Oh, that fucking submarine exploded. Remember that fucking thing?
Using a fucking Wait, who would go that in the fucking ocean that far below and be like, you know what? We're gonna use a fucking Walmart fucking Logitech goddamn controller. How fucking stupid
like
is that?
PlayStation controller.
No, it wasn't even like a PS5 brand controller. It was a Logitech Walmart fucking
knockoff $25 controller.
Oh
the
my
fucked up
God.
part is, remember, like everybody was on edge because of it, right? And they were doing. There was some other Hunter Biden shit going on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Remember, the Navy, the United States Navy, had heard like a pop.
Yeah.
Days before they finally said,
yeah. Well, they must have died because
they would have run out of oxygen
days ago.
Days ago, right? Now that thing, yeah, it just popped. They popped that thing popped like a shit.
Their controller died, battery died, and then somebody got mad. They threw this at the screen.
It was fun.
It was a good little story.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I'm sorry
that
like 5 or 6 people died, but you guys are fucking retarded and should have been on that.
At the end of the day, that's not karma. That's what's it called?
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. No, not Murphy's Law.
It's, yeah, we talked about it last week. I can't remember.
Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, or what do you call it? It's like where dumb people just like die because they don't need to procreate.
Why do we have to keep? I need to write down these key things.
Yeah, I need to write on lots of stuff.
Do we have
really
to
dumb,
remember?
and I always forget words on podcasts.
Newton's law of gravity or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Probably
gravity.
Well, technically, it was Newton's law of gravity because that bitch sank.
Yeah. That's gravity doing this thing.
Some thermodynamic thing going on there. We probably need somebody from MIT.
Thermodynamics is not the same thing.
Somebody
as gravity,
from MIT,
whatever,
kind of pop into the show, And now, So more recently in 2023, we had the Gaza-Israeli thing.
Yeah,
and now
that's all shittiness.
A whole bunch of cities in this country are all fucked up because everybody's like backing Gaza and Hamas.
This doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're an American, like, why are you like, if you're in college, why do you just like suddenly like, man, go Palestine, go terrorists?
All right, so I have a friend that that I know who will not be named, but her kids, she's Jewish. And her kids are, I think one's a senior and one's a senior in high school, and one is a freshman or a sophomore, going to like one of the major universities. And she posted something last night. It's be a week later, whatever. And I was like, because I don't swear with this particular person. She's too nice. She's like the one nice person that I'm like, I don't just say that that's fucked up. I'm like, it's just messed up, right?
Yeah.
And she said she has ongoing conversations with her kids about all these douchebag other kids. And I don't give a shit what side you're on. If you're on the side of Hamas, you're a fucking asshole. So so I do care what side you're on. Fuck off.
I don't care what side you're on, but if you're not pro-Israel, then fuck you.
That's pretty much the way I think of it. But when you're like, she shouldn't have to worry about that. She wanted to send her kids off to college to go have a great experience at a major fucking college in this country.
Yeah.
Like, took him a lot to get into this college.
Yeah.
Busted his ass, right? And you go, and that's the experience he's got to worry about?
Yeah.
Like, you want to just send security with him or with all those kids.
Well, think about colleges nowadays are not even like about learning and stuff, because you think like over the 2020 times, everything was all about like George Floyd protests and all these riots and bullshit.
The past few years, yeah.
And then like now it's the Gaza thing, and before that it was like, every year Trump was the president. It was some bullshit about like fucking pussy hats bullshit and all.
I remember those.
It's
Me
like,
too. The
it's
hashtag
like college,
Me Too bullshit.
Yeah, it's like all the colleges nowadays, it seems like, are not even just about like learning, because like you can go to college, spend a lot of money, learn something really good.
A lot of money.
And
especially nowadays.
And maybe get something out of it.
That's the idea.
But nowadays,
have a great
college,
experience.
and it's just nonstop bullshit shoved down your throats, and there's nothing good coming out of it. It's just like, what do you learn in college? I'll learn how to protest and write down shit on the fucking sidewalk. You do that in grade school.
See the neighbor kids, they did a bunch of sidewalk chalk. Kind of the same thing.
Basically, they could go to Harvard.
They're like 12.
Yeah.
So, they might have.
Same thing. Yeah.
Harvard,
but
saw yesterday, people are starting to decline the invitation, like the acceptance to Harvard.
Fuck 'em.
Good. Fuck them.
Well, they've already fired at least one of those presidents. That were
only one. And then the other one had a little Obama thing. he chimed in on her behalf.
Obama chimed in on her behalf? Really? And they're like, okay, she's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Fucked
bullshit.
up.
So they basically said, calling fucking whatever. Whatever. This is a whole other fucking thing, but.
No, I know.
God,
that's
so
2023.
Stupid.
2023 is the upside down world.
2023 is.
It has been more
which
fucking
is crazy
weird.
Because we're coming out of like 2 or 3 years
a pandemic
of like COVID
that
bullshit.
was all fucked up.
That was all fucked up and fucking,
and this year got weirder.
Us. And then somehow this year was even weirder.
I would argue that this was weirder than like all of the cities burning down. Like Minneapolis and Seattle and Portland.
Well, I mean, at least that was something where like we could point and be like, these people are terrorists. I mean, even though the government didn't say so, we'd be like, these people are terrorists.
Jump out boys,
they
going and getting them.
Like they, this has happened.
We had what were they called? Chop cities or whatever.
Oh, like that one up in fucking
Seattle or Portland or whatever.
What was it called?
Chop City or Chop Town or
something like that. Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Had their own government. And it's like, no, motherfucker.
Yeah, I say no. You're in our government,
and then they end up killing a bunch of people. That was a couple of years ago. Don't forget about that. Yeah.
Oh Jesus,
dude,
I don't remember that. But
some kids drove through one of those fucking things on accident, and a dude was out there with no. Just like a couple of guys, normal dudes, made a wrong turn, and these fucking Chop City guys or whatever fucking lit them up with ARs.
No shit.
Them.
They had guns in that little Chop City. I don't remember that at all.
They had their own police force.
Well, they still went to jail.
So this year, in my mind, is more fucked up than that was. And that was because
it's been a fucked up year. So you said it's Israel Gaza. I have something even crazier for you.
What's that?
Do you know how you go to like 7-Eleven and HEB and get a Fireball whiskey?
Mm-hmm.
It's not fucking Fireball.
Okay, so Fireball is basically like pure sugar alcohol.
No, I mean, I'm assuming it is, yes.
But it's supposed to be, Fireball is supposed to be whiskey, quote unquote whiskey.
It's a Fireball whiskey, yeah.
It's supposed to be whiskey, right? I think she rated it like it's on here somewhere from years ago. I don't remember. This is the Bar is Open whiskey board review, by the way, where we write down all of them. And
it's a full board.
Even on the sides, buddy. We've done a lot of them.
So
anyway, go on.
Anyway, so my point is, so when you go to 7-Eleven, Valero, Circle K, whatever, HEB or Safeway or whatever stores, and you see those like bottles of Fireball or
the little, like the
you can buy a bucket of Fireball,
call
right? Little shots or whatever. Yeah. They're not Fireball. They're not Fireball. They're actually fighting a lawsuit right now, because customers are like, I can drink 8 of these and feel nothing. So clearly there's something that's wrong here.
It's just like cinnamon flavored.
They're just like cinnamon flavored, like fucking liqueur bullshit. Like you can drink a bunch of them. I mean, granted, you can drink a regular Fireball, a whole bunch of it, and not feel shit because it's like mostly sugar, anyways.
You want to see something? Check this out.
I can't read what that says.
Don't worry about it. This is a 105-year-old lady.
Okay.
And it's totally coincidental that I talked about this story on my other podcast last night, and it just happened to be on my computer. She was celebrating with 105 bottles of Fireball whiskey. The exact ones you're talking about. She gave them out there.
She probably could have drank them all because it's just sugar.
She's 105. And down here in the bottom, you see down there in the bottom, that's those little Fireball bottles you're talking about.
Okay.
It's totally coincidental that you brought that story up that I had this story.
Well, now you can buy them at any store. And so anyway,
you don't have to buy them in the liquor store.
That kind of surpasses the Israel Gaza thing because it's more important. But
they are probably like what do you call like a malt liquor?
That's what okay, that's the word. Yeah,
probably like a malt liquor.
So like a malt liquor that tastes like cinnamon, basically. But they call it Fireball, and they don't put it. I mean, they may now put something different on the label, saying like it's a malt beverage. Maybe it says that now.
They had to have changed.
It didn't before though.
They probably got a class action lawsuit.
They have.
Who's the motherfucker that brought out like a or a lawsuit against them?
Some homeless guy person. He probably got his $12 for the day. He's like, I'm gonna go buy some fucking Fireball.
And now that guy's gonna be
fucked up, and he's like, wait a minute, I didn't get fucked up on my $12.
He's also probably the same dude that spills like McDonald's coffee on his lap on purpose.
Exactly.
He's like, this was 121 degrees. I can tell because my balls melted off.
I'm only assuming that's correct, but you're probably 100% correct.
I don't know what's happening with this show today, but it is 2023 Eve.
2023 Eve. 2024 is right around the corner. I have one more story I was going to tell you.
All right, let's hear it.
I was trying to find it real quick.
All Are you okay? Real quick, while you're looking that one up. So, for your 2024, you're going to go with the hair. But we were talking earlier.
Yeah, fuck it. I
That's
can't
right.
find it.
We were talking earlier before the show with the wives, and you were saying you're going to try some sort of bullshit vegan diet thing.
So I'm going to try. We'll see how this works out, but I'm going to try.
No, you said vegan, right? Not just vegetarian.
Yeah,
which means you're going to get rid of all leather.
I'll explain it to you. No.
I think you have to give your dogs away at that point if you're a vegan.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not going to do it. But
or you have to eat your dog.
I'll get rid of meat. I can't eat my dog if I'm vegan.
Oh, that's true.
So
okay, explain yourself here.
So what I'm going to do is
it sounds disgusting.
So I just want to like see how my body reacts to these weird things.
Gassy.
So I'm going to try
shit tons of gas.
So I'm going to try in the month of March because January, nope. February we have a cruise. March I have nothing going on. So March I'm going to try. I say try because look at me, my size. I have very little willpower. I give in to peer pressure very easily. He's a
big man. It's all right.
I give in to peer pressure very easily.
No, it takes a lot of calories to sustain a the size of you. I understand.
So I have no idea how well this will go, but I'm going to try.
You're going to wither away.
Go 30 days or however many days are in March. Strictly vegan. I'm going to document every single day from the first to the whatever the fuck
You're
day
gonna do
is
this
last
for
day.
30 days.
Yep. And I'm going to document every day how I look, how I feel.
Can you drink beer?
I guess if it's vegan beer, I have no idea.
Is there such thing? I don't even know.
I mean, vegan. I think all beer is vegan beer. It's just fucking
I have no
hops
idea. Like
and
what else? I guess
yeast.
Just, yeah,
I mean,
no, I think it is.
I would imagine that all beer is vegan beer technically.
God, there's probably a bug.
Or I'll just stick with hard AFs because that's vegan. It says vegan right there on the side.
Does it say gluten free and vegan?
Gluten free peach vegan. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Perfect.
So I'll just
thank you, hard AF.
I'll just drink hard AF
for providing some alcohol
Yeah.
for us. It does say gluten free. Holy shit!
Exactly. So it's gluten free. It's I'm pretty sure it's vegan. There's so ingredients are filtered carbonated water, alcohol from sugarcane, natural flavors, which means there's no meat in it. So
and cow.
It is in fact vegan.
It'd be funny if it said cow.
Yeah, exactly. And cow.
And cow.
So I'll be living off of hard AF seltzer apparently for the month of March, which is fantastic.
Just 8%, like 12 of them a day.
12 of them every single day, 14 if I want to beat the record.
Yeah.
So I'll figure
I think
15.
if you stayed at home, so the record for the hard AF community,
as far as we know,
it's 13 as far as we know. There could be a couple dead homeless people out there.
Yeah, I mean, a couple dead homos. That's just what it is. What?
Yeah, homeless. Yeah.
Oh, homeless. I thought you said homos. Yeah, whatever.
No.
Either way, whatever. So yeah. So
vegan,
I'm gonna do
and
vegan.
then you're gonna immediately switch.
I'm going to immediately switch
the next day.
Yeah. So March,
and then you're not doing anything but eating meat.
So
you can't have vegetables for an entire month. You can't even have bread. You're only eating meat.
So March 31st, I'm going to be vegan. April 1st, I'm switching to carnivore. Strictly carnivore.
No bread,
for
no
30 days.
Vegetables.
Nope. For 30 days. I'm going to see how I feel.
I bet you feel better.
And maybe it's a horrible idea. But
I bet you feel better eating meat.
Well, that's what I want to see. I want to see I want to see legitimately how my body feels. How I feel every day, energy wise,
you need to do a little
weight, whatever.
You should start a vlog on this.
I'm going to
be like, hi, my name's Peter.
Hi guys,
my name's
welcome
Peter.
back to Peter's daily
vegetarian blog.
Yeah,
nah.
Peter's.
And you're gonna have these big man boobs because all the soy just soak it in.
I'm hoping so. I want to get some big D's,
dude. I'll sponsor your Victoria's Secret discount card.
I'm gonna need it.
Probably gonna
need it, dude. Expensive.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do this. Hey, come March 15th, I might be like, fuck that. I didn't do it.
You're just sick.
Yeah.
Like you're just gray. Like you're just pale.
March
you know what
2nd,
I mean? Like you're just pale.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I have no meat. I have no
I haven't had meat in 15 days. I'm fucking
dude,
dying.
It's gotta be fucking terrible. Because you have to make sure.
It's gotta be terrible.
Like, dude, protein deficiencies, like iron deficiencies,
are a real thing.
Will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
So you have to drink, you have to eat like beans and all this other shit to make up for it.
Yeah.
I can't go more than like 2 or 3 days without a steak or something. Like I eat chicken.
I don't think I go that. We go pretty. We eat protein every day. So like,
God damn, you're gonna lose weight.
We'll see what happens.
Smaller than me.
I'm not gonna shrink my
14
height.
days. I'm saying you could weigh less.
We'll
I'm
be
180.
31 days.
You're at 320?
320-ish.
Yeah. I'm 180, so that's 140 pounds. You lose 140 pounds in
I don't think
2
I
weeks?
lose 140 pounds. Well, not in 2 weeks especially. But
Dude, you're just shitting. You're shitting
I don't know.
cauliflower.
We
You're
will
shitting the
see.
whole like Brussels sprouts at that point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the idea. Like, I would really like to shit an entire vegetable that I partake in without
It
digesting it.
reconstitutes itself.
Yeah, I don't want
inside
to
of you.
digest it. I don't want to shit out like
I had a lot of
alfalfa sprouts.
watermelon today.
Well, actually, that happens sometimes. You know, you shit out.
We talked about this
peanuts.
last time. Your bidet is going to be under
It's going to be
heavy
very
duty.
used. It's going to be very well used. Yeah, for sure.
Heavy duty.
So, talking about resolutions.
Yeah.
What are you making for 2024?
I don't make resolutions.
You don't make resolutions?
No.
Well, that's actually my next question. What do you feel about resolutions? Does
I think
Beth
they're
make
dumb as shit.
resolutions?
No, we don't make resolutions.
Have you ever made resolutions?
No,
No, never.
I've never made a resolution.
So in 47 years? 47 years.
Never made a resolution.
You've never made a resolution? No?
Nope.
All right.
Because my thing is, I just start doing something. I don't need to make a resolution. It doesn't have to be like
That's the way to
committed.
do it.
I don't have to be like, I train a habit, like drinking beer. Like, I'm going to do this only on Fridays and Saturdays and sometimes Wednesdays and Thursdays. Sunday night and Monday and Tuesday are generally off, most often.
I've been here
it's
Sunday nights
vacation,
and you definitely were drinking.
unless it's vacation time.
Gotcha.
So that's like a resolution. That's not a resolution. It's just committing to myself of being a better me. But like, I honestly, I work out 4 or 5 times a week. I go to jujitsu no matter what. I'll guilt myself into it. Even after we went to the Drinking Bros party, which we'll get to here in a minute. Tuesday or Thursday, we were there all night that night. Got up early as fuck, drove back from Dripping Springs home here to Helotes, worked, and then went to jujitsu that night. And it was one of those classes where it's like coach was out, so it was just open mat and you're just rolling nonstop for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Dude, and I was like, I'm gonna die. Right? Because I had like no water in me. Like I drank coffee all day.
Or you
It
could
was
actually
gray.
kind of like Coors Light the night before and hard AF
I
seltzer.
had
and
2
you're
hard
like,
AFs. Best said I had 1.5 because I had a half of one and I fucking put it down somewhere and
somebody just drank it.
a sea of put down beers like you're not
Yeah.
picking up.
There was like
fucking
1,000 empty hard AFs around
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah. So then I grabbed another.
you're probably
So-
going to get
and then I
HPV
drank
or
a 12 pack
something.
of beer that night. Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that's so committing to things isn't hard for me. Like
Yeah.
eating the same. I can literally eat the same thing every single day, and I do.
See, I'm the same
That's
way.
how I mean.
I was a chef, but I could still like eat the same thing every day and I don't give a fuck.
I can eat an apple, a turkey sandwich, and a fucking whatever every single day.
Yeah. Be perfectly happy with that.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
And then go out and get a steak. And like for dinner, we do something.
Yeah.
Steak or chicken, a little bit of rice. So like, is it hard for you to, do you do resolutions?
I don't really do resolutions per se, but I guess, well, I mean, I
Leave
do.
your resolutions in the comments. By the
I
way.
guess I do give like I set some goals like this year I did say like, oh well, this year I want to like in March I want to do this vegan thing and then in
Those
April I
are
want to
kind
do
of
like
fun
they're
things.
kind of like fun, but I don't like set a resolution that's like in 2024
I'm going to change my life.
I'm gonna lose 50 pounds and I'm gonna like
Yeah.
get a new job and I'm gonna make extra money and blah blah blah. I don't do
Oh, I know people
I don't do that kind of stuff.
like one that lives downstairs that do those sorts of things.
Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. Like
And because she sets goals, and that's fine. But my thing is just like, you got to own it if you want to do it.
Yeah, and that's the
Don't
thing.
just talk shit for the Instagram clout. Go do something with yourself.
And then sometimes, saying out loud and telling the whole podcast of the thousands of listeners that we have,
Yeah, the millions.
the millions of listeners we have,
Millions of views.
that sometimes helps it,
Yeah,
like,
fuck,
to
dude, you don't
stick
even
to
know.
it. But who knows? Like,
By the way, hit the like and subscribe button on the way out.
and share
And make sure you share it with all 1 million of your
and
friends.
comment because it helps.
Yeah, do all those
Comment.
things.
Like
Yeah.
it, comment and like, but not at the very beginning. Watch the whole thing and then like it.
So we did go to the Drinking Bros Christmas show
Oh my god, that was awesome.
up in Dripping Springs. So if you guys don't follow the Drinking Bros podcast, go out. Of course,
You should.
go out and check them out. And then you have like the Ross Patterson Revolution. You have Drinking Bros Sports. It's all of our friends over at Drinking Bros.
Oh yeah,
You got Dan
yeah, it's fun.
Holloway.
You got
you've
Dan and Ross,
Jesse
and you got fucking Jared sometimes, and
Yeah.
it's a great fucking
the
show. It's
producers,
funny.
Robin.
Yeah,
Dan
you got Rob and
Register.
Dan.
Yeah. So it was fun, but they had like maybe 100 people. 100 people that were over there.
It was a full fucking house.
Maybe more.
There was a lot of people there.
There might have been more than 100.
There was a lot of drunk people in one place.
I
never seen so many beards in one place, honestly.
I rolled in and I thought the exact same thing.
I was like, this is like January 6th convention. Like, we're all just like getting back together.
It was I never went. Did you go to J6?
No, I've been to conventions though.
The FBI's.
Yo, I go to the yearly conventions like on like a couple, like on the
January 4th for the January
7, 8. So in 14 days, there's another. We do a yearly party, like a January 6th party.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
so this is our New Year's Eve, our New Year's.
Oh, so 6
episode.
Days. Yeah.
So our next week's episode will be our January 6th episode.
I didn't think
party
of that.
episode.
I mean, the party. The January 6th party episode. Of course.
So yeah, so that's the day we celebrate January 6th. You know, we have the shaman on and stuff. Not the shaman on the show, but I mean, like we have the shaman.
We'll just have a picture of him, like,
yeah.
back here somewhere.
All that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, the point is, yeah, it seemed like a January 6th fucking reunion because it was like a lot of beards. It was weird.
A lot of beards.
A lot of cocaine and just like drinking fucking hard AF.
I didn't see any cocaine.
I actually didn't see anything either. I just assumed it was somewhere, but I have no idea.
There was probably somebody with something.
But I didn't actually. I didn't partake, so I have no idea.
I still have to work.
Yeah, I have a lot of allergies, so it was really bad that day.
You were fucked up,
dude.
Like you sounded like you had like COVID.
Honestly,
and you probably
cocaine probably would have helped me because it probably would have cleared some shit out.
Do you remember those Blistics, like things you used to snort?
Yeah.
Like you put them up your nose and it would just like inhale up.
Yeah.
Do they still have those?
I have no fucking idea.
They were Blistics, though, right? I think.
Well, I have no
Something
idea.
Like it's kind of like putting Vicks Vapor Rub in like
directly
a little
in your
tube.
nose.
They had like this little X thing that went over it so that you could like go stick it up your nose and go. And it would like go
I have no idea.
straight up in your eyeball.
Your brain. Yeah.
Yeah. And you do the other one, it was like, and it was.
Is it for allergies though, or is it for like a stuffed up nose?
It was for like a stuffed up nose.
See, I don't know if that would help me, but either way, I remember like fucking like.
So anyway, yeah, it was a great party.
Nasal shit, but
there was a Viking there. Not a Viking.
There was a Viking?
A dude in one of their like prop helmets, like a metal helmet. Some chick took a swing at him with an actual Viking sword, hit him on the head. That was fun. I've got a picture
I
of
would
him.
miss that. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a picture of him on my phone. I'm not gonna share that because, well, that's him. Busted him up evidently. He bleeding.
Jesus.
Dude, it got fucking gnarly.
That must have been after I left.
Uber driver smacked into a car.
God,
one of the hosts. He was drunk as shit. Yeah, dude.
Drunk Uber drivers always are fun.
It was a big party. So, but everybody got home safe that we're aware of.
As far as we know, everybody got home safe. There's no incidents happening there. The show was good. It was funny. It was great. It was hilarious. Yeah, it was fun.
One of the kind of regulars on the Drinking Bros podcast, Lázaro Lopez, got a car.
Crowdsourced a car for him, which is awesome. So now he has a nice car to drive around, which is awesome. Yeah, totally.
Maybe someday we'll be able to do
that. And his daily job is like an Uber Eats, so it's really good that he has a car to drive now.
Yeah, because I mean he was walking everywhere.
Yeah, he was walking McDonald's to people's houses. That's a lot of work.
Always cold.
It's always cold. Had some
maybe his rating will go up.
Random hair.
Lopez, get your rating up.
I certainly hope so. I hope it does. Yeah, I hope it does.
Yeah, it was fun. Nonetheless, like if you don't subscribe to them, go out check them out.
Absolutely, you should because it's a great show. It's what got us to the podcast, and it's fantastic.
Good, and it's a good environment. So call the Drinking Bros. You don't need to drink. It's more just to make sure you're hanging out. You have somebody to contact. So
you always have somebody. Like the whole point of it was like you never drink alone. You always have somebody to like drink with.
That's where he and I met. Actually,
absolutely.
Drinking Bros.
Cruise.
Yep,
2019.
Mm-hmm.
Question for you,
sir.
2023 is coming to an end.
Yep.
The party's in a couple days.
Yep.
What's the so you're 47, right?
47.
You obviously didn't party when you were a kid. You're a little kid, right?
I've been drinking since I was like 12 years old.
But let's just say you 35 years.
Not proud of it.
Let's just say 35 years, right?
Yeah.
In the last 35 years, craziest party, craziest thing you've done on New Year's Eve.
Craziest. Okay, so the biggest party. The biggest, craziest party I've ever been to. I went to Arizona State.
Oh shit, party school. There you go.
But I didn't party.
No.
I worked full time and I went to school 2 days a week. I was serious about going to college. Like I had to get. I was the first one in my family to go to college.
You were serious about going to college, but you only went 2 days a week.
I went from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I did all my classes in 2 days.
How many credits were you taking?
18.
Oh shit! Okay,
dude, I was doing like 5
you had a full
classes.
schedule those 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Something like, I think it was 5 times 3, but 15 maybe, something like that, right? Whatever the maximum I could do.
Yeah, I got
And then I worked the other 5 days.
Gotcha.
So I never had time to like party. I party more in my 30s and 40s than I did ever when I was in college. But when I was younger, I partied a shit ton. High school wasn't exactly my shining moment.
Yeah.
Fiesta Bowl block party in downtown Tempe. They used to have the Fiesta Bowl at Arizona State University's the stadium at Sun Devil Stadium.
Yeah.
Then they built the Phoenix, whatever it's the new one, the new Arizona Cardinal Stadium. I don't know what they've rebranded it as. It used to be the University of Phoenix Stadium. But before that, it was all of Tempe was a fucking giant party. Like imagine New York, like Times Square.
Yeah.
It was kind of like one of those fucking things. Right. And I flew my brother down, or either I flew him down or my brother flew down, whatever. And my girlfriend and he and I, we went down to that block party and we just fucking raged. And it was insane. Those are most people I've ever been around. Because I've never been in New York City, like during New York or whatever, New Year's.
Like New Year's,
like
yeah.
You see it, and I don't want to deal with that either.
And fuck no.
It's one of those things like
No
you're
desire
just
to do
looking
that.
for some place to take a piss. It was one of those situations.
Yeah.
Right. But it was fucking rad. Dude, they had concerts going at the same time. You paid like $50 to get in to the block party, but you got concerts. 30 Seconds to Mars was playing.
Oh,
fucking
badass.
like all these. I mean, I just remember them very specifically. Bunch
so
of
Jared
bands.
they're playing.
Mhm. Like it was fucking insane. It was cool. Now it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's out at the university. It's still a cool area, and that's where Beth and I moved out later on. We were pretty close to that. We had season tickets to the Cardinals. We'd go see shit. But that was my biggest one. How about you?
So my biggest one was 2010. I was in the Marine Corps still, and me and my buddies all went to Vegas, and so I was in San Diego. I was like a 3-hour drive from Vegas.
Okay.
And my buddy, one of my
29
friends,
Palms or something?
I was in Miramar.
Miramar. Okay.
So we, my buddy had his aunt had lived there, and she had like a business in Vegas. So like, it wasn't an escort business, like, well, no, it wasn't an escort business, but it was like an escort type of business
Like
where
a
she had
dating
this.
service.
It was like
She hired hookers. She had hookers. She was a madame.
I don't know because there wasn't any there. It was just, she just had like a big expensive house. It was like she had like a limousine for us, but it wasn't like any girls for us at all. Like it was just like a cool experience.
That's cool. Yeah.
And she had like the limousine tickets to the strip, and then we got to the strip and just like we went up and down the whole strip, like the entire strip. By the time I was done, it was like fucking like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, whoa, hallelujah! I was like fucking out, fucked up. Happy New Year's!
Was that your first time ever going to Vegas?
No, it was my first New Year's in Vegas.
Okay,
though.
yeah.
So the Ducks were getting ready to go to I'm a big fan of the Oregon Ducks. Not that I'm proud of that, but I'm a big fan of the Oregon Ducks.
One of my
And
brother's
grew up
best
there.
friends was.
And they were getting ready to go to the to the national title that year.
All
So
right.
they were getting ready to go in January to the national title. So I was like fucked up, and I was like, "Happy New Year's, go Ducks! Happy New Year's, go Ducks!" And I was walking around the fucking thing, and I was this big fucking. I'm an idiot, fucking like tourist. I had this big giant fucking margarita strapped to the front of me.
Goddamn right. And
Happy
it's all
New
like a
Year's, go
chain.
Ducks! Yeah,
Just
fucking
a
idiot.
fucking straw.
And there was this great like
Sticking up your
Italian or not Italian. There's a great like a Irish bar casino.
Okay.
I don't remember where it's at now. It's
Yeah,
somewhere
probably
on the
not
strip.
even there
If it's not even there anymore, because this is like 2010.
Yeah.
But there's a great little like Irish bar / casino, and we went inside of there. We had fucking Red Bull Rockstar. We had Red Bull vodkas for fucking.
Just nonstop. Yeah.
They were like $2.50 each.
Yeah, that was
we
my
had
Tempe
we had a
days.
shit ton of them.
We do this.
And we went there for like fireworks and New Year's. And it was just me and my buddy walking around the fucking strip. Happy New Year, go dog. And then we got to the end of the strip, and the girls.
And then you
fucking,
turn around.
Oh no, we just called the lady. I think we didn't call the lady because it was like my buddy. It was like because there was like 4 or 5 of us, but it was only me and him, my buddy, walking the strip. The other 3 guys, the other 3 Marines, that were off somewhere else. So we don't know what the fuck they were
They
doing.
were in some strip club, probably.
Probably. Me and my buddy were just drinking, having fun.
Strip club.
Probably
Like off the
That's like the
strip
Tuesday
club?
night strip clubs.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we got to the end. We called whoever the fuck that was. I don't remember who it was now. We called him up. Hey, yeah, we'll be there. They came by in the fucking limo, 20 minutes later. Went back to the fucking house and fell asleep on the couch. Passed out on the couch, realistically.
Okay. That's rad.
It was fun.
That's a trauma bonding experience, going to Vegas and getting hammered and
So
being
fucked
like,
up.
I'm just happy we made it out alive.
Yeah, because it wasn't quite the
for another show. Just remind me, I got a fucking story that I'll tell you.
It wasn't quite the Hangover story,
but it was
really
it's
good.
like everybody like that's like exceeding expectations. The Hangover, but I've been right up against that.
Yeah,
right. Like we've lost friends, right? And you're like, the only thing I can think to do, and it's before cell phones. The only thing you can think to do is like just go back to your room and fucking hope.
Yeah.
Like
he's like, well, I hope they come back.
Yeah, you're like, dude,
I hope they call me tomorrow.
Yeah, no, there's no fucking cell phones, bro.
Wait. Yeah, there's no cell phone. No, nothing. I'm just looking.
All right. So I lost my train of thought. It's okay. When Beth and we've gone there.
Yeah,
it's been pretty tame. I've gone there and partied with other people. Vegas is a big one. But what do you think about 2024? Where do you want to go for 2024? Let's make a fucking pact. This will be our resolution.
So let's make a resolution.
Like some crazy fucking place for New Year's and record a podcast there. I've got. So
you're saying a 2025 New Year's show.
The 2024 into 2025, we'll record a podcast. Because you were like, holy shit, that's only this year went by way too like. Thailand.
Record a podcast in Thailand.
Dude, I've got a whole mobile kit that we can take. Right?
Thailand's cheap too.
Is it? I've never been there.
Fuck yeah.
Have you been to Thailand?
No, but I want to.
I'm like, why have you been to Thailand?
I haven't, but I want to.
Oh, me like lady boy.
Lady.
Boy.
Nope. Lady. Anyway. Whatever.
No,
whatever.
Let's do something crazy
okay,
like
let's
that.
Just say it. Thailand 2025.
Right. Thailand 2025. That's our expectation. We can start saying like probably $25 a week.
Yeah, let me look what tickets
like, what's
cost.
the exchange rate for Thailand?
Really, really good.
What happens if like we go to war though? Like
with Thailand?
No, like the whole world.
Them. Oh well, I mean, nothing really matters.
Then we just like re-angle. Maybe we just go to Puerto Rico.
We just go to Ukraine.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be ours pretty soon.
We're gonna own it anyways. We're getting so much money.
So. Oh, if you guys didn't hear, it's gonna become the 51st state in 2024.
Yeah, the country of Ukraine will be the United States of America.
Embezzlement capital of the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
The
there
Ukraine.
We go. Easy
right.
peasy.
So that's gonna be the goal. All right, that's fair. Hey, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. Hangover cures, because we were talking about the shit, right? You go through it. Everyone's going through this. You're doing it in another day or so, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So, mine. The only thing I've ever found that works for me is I get up and it's probably like 5 or 6 in the morning. And I don't give a shit if I went to bed at 4. I'll wake up with this banger of a headache, right? And it's because I know, of course, I started drinking at like noon the day before. Then I didn't drink any water at all, but I drank like 18 cups of coffee. So that's perfect.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus the caffeine, you know. And I drink Black Rifle, super strong, ultra. Like I do. I go extreme.
Of course.
I mean, because it's the only way to live life.
But you have to.
Extreme. 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, hot ass shower on, which dehydrates you more, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know that. Stand there, no soap. I don't do shit. I don't even wash. I just stand there and I do this in the shower. It's like hit me right in the back of the head and I go. If you can't, I just nod up and down. And it makes my brain vibrate like this weird thing. And it's just like the sound of it going shh.
And it just eliminates the hangover.
And it makes it like calms it down. And then I take like a handful of fucking Advil. And that's the only thing I can fucking do.
No shit.
Because I'm literally still too and normally my nose is so goddamn dried out because I've been snoring for the past fucking 3 hours and my wife hasn't murdered me yet in 17, 18 years. That I can't drink anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I can't. So standing in there and just like letting water run into my face and then snorting little bits of water at a time. The only way I can hydrate myself. At least I know myself.
Yeah. I mean,
do you know yourself?
In 47 years, you've learned yourself.
Yes.
You know what's funny? So you want to hear something? You want to hear something great?
Yes.
You know my hangover cure?
What?
I don't get hangovers.
You don't get hangovers?
Yeah, I'm 39 years old. I've had 2 hangovers my entire life.
Really?
Yep. 2-part. 1, I don't get drunk enough to get hangovers most of the time.
It takes you too much.
It takes me way. I get full before
like you
I get
have to
drunk.
drink like a full.
Yeah.
You need to drink straight.
Well,
liquor.
that's the thing is I get like full before I get drunk. 99% of the time. And then so for me to get like hungover, I need to drink a whole lot of red wine.
Oh,
and
so
that's what gives me a hangover. Yep.
So Italy.
I could drink whiskey. I could drink vodka. I could drink hard AFs.
None of that does anything.
Not to do shit. I can be drunk from it if I drink enough. But I wake up the next day. I can wake up at 6 o'clock this morning and feel perfectly fine.
Oh, dude,
I don't get hangovers.
Fucked up.
I've had 2 hangovers my entire life.
You think it's going to change as you get older?
I fucking hope not. But also, I don't drink that much anyways because like, I don't care. But I certainly hope not. I don't want fucking hangovers.
The fucked up part is he's literally like twice my size. I drink a 12-pack of beer. You drink a 12-pack of beer and you're fine.
I'll drive home. And you won't.
And I won't.
You won't. You'll be like in the fetal position.
I'm not in the fetal position. I'm totally fine. I'm not fine, but you know what I'm saying. I'm like,
but you're not driving anywhere.
No. That's what Uber is for, not the drunk Uber. The Droobers. The Droobers.
Yeah, that's what Droobers are for.
Droobers, the drunk Ubers. All right, so I've got to do a couple things real quick. Real quick, let's zip through some predictions.
Yeah.
2024. Trump wins the election, or it's even more corrupt than last time. 2020 or 2016 or 2020.
I think yes.
It's one or the other, right? There's no option.
I think Trump wins, but it's so questionable.
You think it's still questionable if he wins?
Yeah, because I mean, I think he wins.
I think all the elections are just fucking shady now.
At this point, I can't trust anything.
I don't either.
That's why I don't trust the fucking list.
It's either he wins or it's. I mean, I question.
I don't trust any of that shit.
Yeah,
anything the government has to do with, I don't trust it. So
housing market tanks.
I
think the 24.
I want to get a new place, but let's hope.
No, I know, but it's kind of good if it does.
Hopefully,
for you.
the housing market does tank because it fucking makes it a lot cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully that also at the same time the interest rates go down.
That's what I would think. So we see a real ET alien extraterrestrial for the first time on TV, like the show
in 2024.
Like the show V. V. Remember V? You remember that show?
I don't think so.
You're not quite old enough. You need to go out. If you guys haven't seen it, go out and check it out. It's a great, like, 80s show.
Is it like better than X-Files?
It's the precursor to X-Files.
Okay.
But it's where aliens actually, and they were lizard people. Literally, they were lizard people. Yeah. And they wore skin suits.
Okay.
Yeah. Go watch it. It's called V. People freak out again over some weird cold, or better yet, Ozempic, and their bones start breaking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
that's gonna happen.
Like all these famous people,
I have no question
that's
gonna
start breaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's pretty much. I get a 10-point buck this coming year at fucking at the ranch.
You get a what?
10-point buck
this year. So this like year. When does buck season end?
I shoot. It starts next year too.
No, when does it end?
Ends the 15th
of
January.
So sometime between January 15th and next year when it starts.
The 1st to the 15th, or the end of the year next year. I'm just saying. I hope I do. BBG, Baldy and a big guy, goes viral for some dumb video we put out.
That's definitely happening.
It's probably gonna happen.
Definitely happening.
God damn it. All right. All right. That's my predictions. You got any extra?
I don't have prediction. I think it's great.
I do have a quick tribute that I wanted to do. And this is so a lot of people have passed away this year, and we get all the famous people and everything like that. But one that's very, very important
to me famous people though
is my father-in-law. So my father-in-law, Albert Castro, this is a picture of him that I actually have on a t-shirt. So he is the dude on the left. He was a DEA agent in this picture. So I want to do this little shout out to him. It's kind of, if you going back to Drinking Bros, they do Drink Bro of the Week.
Yep.
Right. For people that want to shout out somebody or somebody that means something or made a big impression in their lives.
Yeah.
This guy made a tremendous impression. I mean, I've got my own father. I would shout him out too, but he's still alive. I could shout him out another time, right? But this one is because it's the end of the year and because we're rolling in 2024. He was a big part, of course, in Beth's life. She was daddy's little girl, right?
Yeah, of course.
So Albert Castro, this is his write-up. He grew up in Brownsville, Texas, met his wife while he was riding a horse. She ignored the shit out of him. He enlisted in the Marines to his last day. He was there. He was always known as Marine. He went to the Korean War, didn't see combat directly, but thought he did because there's a fun story. If you go out, I interviewed him for 5 hours and we talked about one, and he thought he was being shot at, but he wasn't being shot at. It just sounded like he was being shot at, but he was in bunkers. It was the last couple of days of the Korean Wars when he got there.
Did he return fire?
No. Luckily,
Okay, good.
right? So, because that might have ignited something, but he had to run over to another bunker where the people had bailed out because one of the dudes got a tummy ache. So that's a whole nother story, but we'll talk about that. So it's kind of funny. All right. So the long haul to that's what I talked about. Came home, got married to his wife, the one that gave him shit. Had a couple of boys, got home and became a teacher after getting his degree. Joined the police department in Brownsville, made detective shortly thereafter. Left that to join customs and became an air marshal. Said he ate too much cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake was his favorite. After he got out of after he was an air marshal, he could never eat cheesecake again because he ate it so much. Had a daughter somewhere in there, Beth, my wife downstairs, found out that they were starting that customs was branching off to create the DEA. And he was one of the first DEA agents, undercover agents that they ever had. Became an undercover agent with the DEA until he retired, literally. So many back porch stories. He would tell stories to me and my friends and everybody, and he would repeat stories, and Beth would get kind of like, I've already heard this one, but I could never get enough of them.
Oh yeah.
He always told the best stories. Here's a pic of him. This is him when he was undercover on the left, and he arrested that drug dealer. So he's arrested in this picture as well.
In the hat, or he's in the black
one
shirt?
without the hat.
Okay.
And he was arrested at the same time
because he was undercover.
And they would take them in separate ways, right? So yeah. So his pride. Oh, so here's a pic of him. Shootouts and arrests were his definite drug. Like, he's told me some stories where he was in shootouts next to Mexican federales, and dude gets shot in the head right next to him, and he just returns fire. This is like the Mexican airport, like Mexico City. His pride was in his family and his passion for his plants. He came home when others went out to party. Albert taught us kids, all of us, so much. Cheers to my father-in-law, who passed away this last March at 88 years old.
Cheers.
A fucking legend among men. He lived to serve people. Cheers.
And I
Cheers
had the pleasure of meeting Albert a couple times.
Mm-hmm. He was a great guy. He was an amazing man. So,
Yut. Hoorah. Simplify. Yut. Kill.
With that, we're going to wrap up 2023.
Happy New Year.
I also need to give a shout out to my duck bomber, my golden retriever we lost this year.
That's too bad.
Shortly thereafter. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give us a like, subscribe. We will be back with a lot more in 2020.
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Yeah.
All of the things.
Get your nose waxed and your ears waxed.
Do it.
Dudes.
Grow mullet.
Grow mullet. You can.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Or what's the other one called?
Skullet.
Grow a skullet.
Grow a skullet.
Grow a skullet if you have no hair on top.
If you have any balls, you're going to grow a skullet, period.
Could you grow, what's a ball sack mullet? Is that a thing? Like, you only shave, like, you shave the top of it and just let the undercarriage. I don't know. Is that
I don't know,
thing?
but that's 2024 for me. I'm going to try that later.
Cheers, you guys. Catch you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.